Alright, hello everybody. Coming to you from the old-fashioned garden, Cedar Creek Park, also known as the Rose Garden. Not a lot of roses going on here. Today is December 9th, 8th, 2024, I know that part. Pretty warm day actually today, considering how it was the other day when I was down in Bethlehem. It's only, I'd say I'm like mid-40s, upper 40s. I'm a little overdressed, I feel, after just taking a couple-mile walk to get here. But, you know, the wind will kick up and it'll get colder. But no dogs are permitted in the park. It's cold enough for my lips not to work. And this park closes at dusk. And brief history, I don't have the complete history here at my fingertips, but roughly it was built in, I want to say the 1920s, 1930s, I believe it was, 1930s. At the time, the Rose Garden fad, so to speak, was overtaking America, cities, suburbia, whatever you want to say, and Allentown got on board. The mayor at the time, along with the I think it was the Rose Society. I'm sure if any of them see this, please correct me. But they basically commissioned, helped get this land built. Not built, the land was here, but repurposed for this. In a previous video, I talked about the Greater College Heights development, and the developers of that land actually donated this land here, which I believe it was 320 some odd acres. And then on the other side, like we may get there today, there's another 37 acres. I don't intend to do the whole thing, but you can at least see it. And part of the reason why we came here today, I want to come back here again in about June or July when all the roses start and different flowers start blooming, but just so you can get a rough idea of how it looks now. Just I like to come down as a gardener. Some of you see me, I'm trying to get out of the sun, I can't run fast enough. Anyway, I'm a gardener, and I'm always interested in getting out their gardens and seeing the soil, and you know, it's like pillowy soft. It's beautiful. But everything here really grows so nice. It's such a nice place to come. For anybody that doesn't have a chance to see gardens, visit gardens, it's very nice. We're going to walk down. Kind of came out like about a third of the way in, so what we'll do is, let me see, get some joggers going by and some ponds. Yeah, we'll make our way down that way, but we're kind of in like the main avenue now. But yeah, just so much variety. Like, why do I come back here in June and July? I mean, it just goes on, I don't know, 200-300 yards maybe in that direction. But I'm going to start off this way since this is the closest to being to one end. Just more where the beds come in. But this is in the warmer months. They have it all ready for winter, since, you know, technical winter is just around the corner, but for all intents and purposes now is winter. Beautiful fountain. You know, I don't really have to describe what a fountain is, but you know, it's beautiful. Then you get this perspective looking down the lane, as I call it. Cedar, I don't know if that's a cedar tree, but it's called cedar crest, this area. But just very quiet today. Surprised it's not a little busier. You know, people coming out. It's a good day. We've had a good stretch of cold. I was hoping to find some kind of signage on this building, but I would guess 1700s, 1800s. Basement, water pipes, but just nice old stonework. Don't have anything on this. Looks like Angie was here, scrolled onto the air conditioner. But yeah, I'd like to find out the story of this building a little bit more. Tell it to you when we come back here in the spring and summer. I didn't see anything on the way in as far as, you know, I think this, maybe it's down further. I thought this was the Parks and Rec office, but I don't see a sign or anything notifying that today. So maybe I could be confused and I'm in the wrong area. So we'll keep moving along. But out that way is the bottom of the Ott Street Hill. The other day, a couple videos back when I was doing the Spanish War Memorial in Muhlenberg College, we're about a quarter of a mile up that way. Now we're down this way. So let's kind of begin our journey a little bit, make our way over to some of the waterways here. And this is, again, I want to say the Lehigh Creek, but I'm probably sure that's not right. But whatever it is, it's beautiful. Tranquil. And again, you couldn't ask at this time of day, this time of year, for a better day, really. There's just a little... This makes its way... So a lot of this inside here was obviously engineered by man, or aliens, or very intelligent squirrels. Get out the wind here. Look at me for a second with this big gust of wind blowing, and take a look at the building again from a little more distance to get out of the wind for a second. And we find our way to this statue. A bust, I guess. It's kind of just stops at the shoulders. Kind of feels like Pompeii to me. I get one of those vibes. It kind of has that, like, you know, I think you know what Pompeii is, and if you don't, go ahead and Google it. You know, the education, you know, doesn't have to stop here. Oh, here we go. I see a little sign over the way. We're gonna just make our way real quick to that. Let's see what that has to say. And again, just trying to keep out of the wind. Another example, the other day I was talking about how some kinds of oak trees, they'll keep their leaves until later. Yeah, that's one of them. And what we got here? Grow zone for cleaner water. That's what the sign is talking about. Basically, long story short, bald eagle, I don't know, frog. I guess these are all things that we've seen here. Giant pot pulpit, Joe Pye Weed tiger swallow. I actually have seen the tiger swallows not too far from here where I live. I'm talking about indigenous grass versus just turf. Anyway, so that's what they got going on here. Or they're trying, you know, they have achieved, I should say, this is over 100 years old. Or thereabouts, this area. So yeah, not a lot of let me just get up here and get a better eye just at the workmanship, workpersonship, work squirrelship, if we haven't really determined who built this yet, of everything. It's windy on this side, so we're gonna try to get up to another spot. Across a little troll bridge here. Troll bridge. Trolls. This reminds me of sailing. I'm trying to get over that way into the wind without picking up too much of it on the camera. So I'm gonna have to kind of like make little tacks at angles here. So we'll just go with what the eye sees today for a little bit. Just making our way up that rampart. So another statue here. No inscription or anything. That's fine. Oops, almost stepped in the garden bed. Again with the wind. It's a windy day. I think it's just called trying to film in December. So the tranquil waters. Nice ample bird house here, bird hotel. I don't even know what it is. Just Fragrance Gardens by the Allentown Club. Nice birds. Again, trying to avoid the wind as much as possible. And at this point, like maybe at the halfway point back to there. These trees are, I'd say, I don't know, it's at least 25-30 feet up to those bottom branches, and that's maybe only a third of the tree. The vapor trails, what do you call them? Yeah, I think vapor trail's the word. Vapor trail. I think that's the non-conspiracy word. This here looks like some dude was bored with some boxes at Amazon. They made it a sculpture. Okay. Yeah, down this way. Some more examples of the places where they have the roses growing. A lot of them just get snipped back. Some of these, for whatever reason, I guess there's people knowledgeable who try to get the trellis, they just leave it go. That makes sense. And here, still got some of the buds on, flowers, whatever, and I, they'll just drop when they're ready. Each rose is different. Many different, it's like going to a dispensary, medical marijuana dispensary. Roses, new strain every time somebody gets a different idea. They get two plants and say, oh, let's, combine this one and that one. And it's great. Get all these different varieties. Otherwise, it would just be, one rose, So in Soviet Union, we have one rose for you. And, here's another style. And then over here, not so sure what these guys are. Looks like Smurf berries of some kind. So I guess it makes sense. It's about Smurf height. Approximately halfway up my shin. So be on the lookout for Gargamel, Azrael, Gargamel's boss, that other wizard guy. I don't remember what he was. If he was Gargamel's boss, he always seemed like it. Gargamel was always kissing his butt, so I assume he was Gargamel's boss, or at least the over wizard. And here, right into the sun. We got Bendy Tree up ahead there. Here comes the trellis. These little guys there. But that's what they are. It hasn't really been that cold. The night times it's going down to like the upper 20s. And the daytimes it's relatively getting above freezing most of the time. Alright, so what we got here is, well, you can see it in the light, but I'll read it. Greece in the New World, presented to the city of Allentown by the Lehigh chapter, order of, forgive my pronunciation, AHAPA, 1943. That stuff that Plato said, which if I had a Greek friend with me, maybe they could tell me, but I don't know what that says. And he was in the pool, but catching a good suntan today. And any other inscriptions? What do we got here? So Frank, what's it say? Frank Schumer? Yeah. Sculptor in 1910. So, hey, catching a little sunshine on the behind. And again, I don't know what it was with this. Oh, what's this going on? It's getting a little. Yeah, so somebody's head. And what's that? Frank. Can't really make it out. Shinamichi, Philip Mosley. Carver's 1943. So maybe there was two separate things added. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, that's this guy with the head of, you know, I assume probably his enemy. While he's just hanging out with his wang out. So that's that. Alright, so another example. Still got a rose here. And like I was saying earlier, it really hasn't been that cold, that brutal yet. So, you know, it's technically not winter. So things are still hanging on pretty well. You know, if you get out, take the time. I mean, you can always take the time to watch my videos. That's kind of why I make them. In case you can't get out, because of whatever your situation might be. You're busy, you have a disability, you have an injury, whatever. You're on house arrest, you're in jail, whatever, wherever you're watching my videos and for whatever reason. But that's part of it, you know. I've explained before, I'm a disabled person. I get a lot of enjoyment from watching other people's videos online where they go to their, you know, local places. Oh, some bugs. You know, and videos some things that they're around, you know, for the fish. And, you know, for people to see and just, you know, hey, this is something. I try to give you as much somewhat interesting, you know, commentary along the way as I can. I'm gonna make our way over. Here's another statue, head bust. Let's just say here. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here, and whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. What does it say? Is this Cicerata? Sorry, it's kind of goofy. Beautiful sentiment. Couldn't agree more. Alright, so coming here in a second. But this is just a cool structure. Looks like the Christmas tree is up. I was having a discussion if they have anything down here. We'll get up to the Christmas tree. Getting ADD'd on myself here. Alright. So first off, this gentleman's head. A lot of captured heads here in this park for such a peaceful place, but hey, I guess at times, you know, peace comes. Alright, Allentown Rose Garden, City Creek Parkway, City of Allentown, PA. City Council, Honorable Malcolm W. Gross, Mayor, George E. Kavanaugh, Thomas J. Roth, Herbert W. Guth, Herbert J. Weiler, Department of Public Safety, a lot of Herberts in that town, Herbert W. Guth, Director, Bureau of Parks, GEO, George P. Smith, SUBT, whatever that is, C. Chester Yost, Landscape Architect with Jacoby and Everett, Reg Architect, 1931. Then in 2010, commemorate the completion of the Rose Garden restoration. Then rededication, Malcolm Winkle Rose Gardens, June 1947. And last but not least, All-American Rose Selections Incorporated Public Rose Garden Award presented to the Malcolm W. Gross Memorial Rose Garden, September 1975, for contributing to the public interest in rose growing throughout its efforts in maintaining an outstanding public rose garden. So, well decorated in awards and flowers. And with Christmas time coming, this statue here. Not because of Christmas, but just because it is here. Christmas tree, I don't know, 10 feet tall, 6 feet, you know, across. It is a fine tree. And that's probably going to do it here for today. Just wanted to do a quick little shot of the Allentown Rose Gardens. you know, there's a whole but other section to this, I should say. We'll stroll out here in a minute. Where it's like a walking trail, like a fitness trail, basically. They have like stations. Some of them have well, they all should have some sort of equipment set up. You know, you can do like rowing things with your hands, push-ups, pull-ups. So then on the other side there's pavilions, probably hard to see, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pavilions or so. And down over there across the street is another park they call Cedar Beach, like way on the other side of Ott Street. So we're not getting there today. It's just bug swarm. Can't see it, I don't know. But it's beautiful, beautiful day at the park. And pop back in the gazebo. Make our way down here. And that's really about it. Like, just kind of, we'll get back here in June, July, whenever everything is in bloom, and it'll be a nice, nice side-by-side comparison. You know, make a video then. We'll link this one to that, so you can watch them both on the same day. Like and subscribe to both. Like and subscribe to this if you enjoy what you're seeing. I enjoy making it. I enjoy getting out, walking and talking. And we'll do it again sometime. Thanks.